Hello guys and welcome to today's STPL. We're going to be having a look at I guess this is the second day of semi-finals. It'll be the first quarter-final of the season, or of STPL Season 2. And it's going to be iRk versus ReV, which is going to be pretty cool.
That's right. So I slept on Naz a little bit. Unfortunately, they are no longer here. So I'm going to somehow blame that on Cadenzi because everything good about Brood War just dies because of something tangentially related to that. Naz is gone. We thought they were good. They're not good anymore, okay?
Well,
Where'd they go?
Terra's joined EF, so EF are actually going to continue on to Season 3, which they weren't going to, but they've picked up another Korean and Terra, so that's kind of cool. At least he's got a he's got a new
keep
team.
The balance.
And you know what?
Yeah.
He's got a team from where he lives as well, which is kind of cool, like South America rather than North America, which always seems a bit funny. But just have a quick look at the sort of fixtures so far. ReV winning 3-2 over Naz was definitely not something I think I was expecting, but it was definitely a welcome surprise. And with Naz disbanding, maybe it's probably for the best, because it means ReV, who are going to continue into Season 3, are going to finish with a higher spot here. But they're going to be going up against iRk, who are the 4th seed from the group stage. They finished in 4th place with, I think, 7 wins, 3 losses or something, so they did pretty well.
Yeah, honestly, I mean, obviously Seoul and BT killed it this season. They're already seeded into the semifinals. But this is really interesting. And I think that, the NetWars beating ReV 3-1 was also maybe expected, but, ReV's made top 4 before, so not really a big surprise there. White versus NetWars, like, that's grand finals level right there. That's insane. And so between White, NetWars, Seoul, and BT, somehow you've got to put somebody else into that pool. So it's either going to be ReV and iRk. I don't know, Kicks. I would say, maybe old ReV wouldn't have a shot here, but new ReV is the new hotness.
Yeah, I mean, looking at how ReV's been doing, I mean, in this season, they did so much better. I mean, making it into the playoffs in general is kind of something that ReV in Season 1 didn't manage once. But Medinho and Avi both doing incredibly well. I mean, both of them have got 17 wins overall now in their stats. And Avi's won his last 4 games. Medinho's won 3 of his last 4, which is just crazy.
Yeah, absolutely stellar performances from our fellow cross-flag bros. One of them, of course, with the oldest flag in the world. The other, not so much, but you can tell the Norwegian and Danish flags are like, can I copy your homework, bro?
Yeah.
Sure, just change the answer. Right?
Yeah,
like,
I wonder.
They saw the Danish flag and they're just like, wait a second, I need to change this, but all I have is a blue crayon. What am I gonna do to change that flag? Well, there you go. And somehow people are just going to call them different languages, right? It's interesting when you have a Swedish, a Norwegian, and a Danish person all in the same room, and they're playing a Swedish team. Well, kind of, in iRk. But anyway, when you have them all in the same room, the Norwegian and the Swedish person can understand each other pretty well because their languages are pretty similar. And then you hear the Danish guy talking, and he just he sounds like a clown eating cotton candy, Legos, and helium. Something like that. But anyway, there's my Danish, my Nordic, my Scandinavian trivia fact cool kids analogy for the day. Now we can talk about StarCraft, Kicks.
Yeah, one thing I do want to add as well is don't sleep on Indy. Indy, not with the best win ratio, but his last game was in the previous playoffs and he beat Dragon, which was, to be honest, a massive upset, but he did really, really well on Whiteout. We'll go into that a little bit later, of course, but the team they're going to be up against is going to be iRk, of course. iRk, Kings of Sweden, and also with some players from Russia as well, with SPX and DeWalt, so 2 amazing Russian players. Oh yeah, I guess is technically Russian as well, but he's now Swedish based on nationality, I think. And
yeah, tell me more.
Ukrainian to Swedish nationality as well. So lots of really good players. Yeah, let's all go be Swedish. It's all good. But let's have a look at the lineups we're going to be seeing today. We've obviously seen the players, but let's see who they're going to be playing against. Starting us off, we're going to have a TVP between Marwin and CRVT. That's going to be Sweden versus Latvia on New Tornado. That should be pretty good. PvP, we can't escape it on BlitzX here. Oya versus Indy, Sweden versus Spain. We're going to have a TVZ, Russia versus, I always get this, it's Denmark, isn't it? Russia versus Denmark in SPX versus Avi on Multiverse. And then we're going to have a PVT between DeWalt and Medino on Whiteout, which should be very interesting.
I keep telling Kix that he needs to rig the brackets and put, like, the good matches first, so it makes it more epic. Because obviously, honestly, DeWalt versus Medino, actually insane. I really want to see that. They're both doing so well this season. DeWalt was playing in grand finals of Have At You 38 yesterday, I think it was, versus was it Favorite?
I missed it.
No, it was DNMax. It was versus DNMax. Sickest series. Holy cow. I did not expect that. I thought DeWalt was going to trash him. But no. DNMax was playing on fire. So sick. Really, really fun series in the Have At You finals. And DeWalt, he's pushed to the limits. Okay. So I'm pretty curious about that. And obviously, both rosters are pretty stacked. Don't sleep on my. Hold on. Is that the flag of Bulgaria? Where's CRVT from?
Latvia.
Latvia. Oh yeah. Okay. Look, anybody could have made that mistake. The Latvian and Bulgarian flags are like only 4 colors different. Okay.
I was thinking that isn't the Bulgarian flag red, white, and orange, or red, white, and yellow, or something. Either way, it doesn't matter.
No, they're both red and white. Bulgaria just has green in it. Okay.
Oh.
Look, it's another one of those copy your homework kind of situations.
Yeah, there's way too many flags that are similar. Let's have a look at our first map. It's going to be New Tornado. We haven't seen as much of this map compared to the other ones, just because it did start off as the Ace Match map in week 1, so it kind of skipped week 1 and 2. But the games we've had on here have been really, really good. At first, TVP especially was looking incredibly one-sided, but Protoss have been killing it on here recently, really pulling it back up against Terran. One of the more standard maps we've got in the pool as well. Very easy to get up to 3 bases, and it's really dynamic. So hoping we'll see some good games here.
Hey, I know what the capital of Latvia is. Does that make up for it?
I have no idea.
But that's
what
only
Latvia is.
It's Riga, and it's the only reason I know that is because it's a city state in Civilization 5.
Is it? Oh my goodness.
Yeah. Anyway, all right. New Tornado. Wow, what a map. So sick, Kix.
Yeah, let's have a look at our players as well. Now, just a reminder, a Diamond Star is 5 wins. It's not like a Michelin star system where I think Marwin's trash or anything like that. But Marwin doing pretty well for himself. 11 wins, 8 losses. Overall against Protoss, I'd say it's one of his stronger matchups in the STPL. But compared to some of these heavy hitters we have, like Kogut and DeWalt, he's not really played nearly as many games. I think DeWalt is actually coming up to like his... I think he's like 40 wins, 10 losses, if I remember what I saw earlier. So he's played 50 games, whereas Marwin's only on 19 at the moment. But winning the majority of them, definitely good for him. His opponent going to be here from Latvia at CRVT. CRVT has kind of been a sleeper hit for ReV in Season 2. I don't think he played for them in Season 1, but in Season 2 he's come out, played nearly every week, and he's won most of his games. So doing a really good job.
Indeed. Yeah, I want to see this kid play more often. Dude, here's where you find... It's like... Here's where you find the new hotness, okay? Here's where you find, like, the next big star. I just watched Cyril, random Finnish kid from a town named Pornainen. I'm not making that up, okay?
No, I know.
That's the name. Anyway, okay, he chops down trees, plays golf, and, oh, by the way, is, like, the best StarCraft 2 player in the world. That's where you find these kids. You gotta go to a tiny town in the Latvian countryside, okay? What's there? Do you know what the #1 export port of Latvia is, Kix?
Probably going to be clogs or something like that.
Okay, well, it says foodstuffs. That's not what I was looking for.
Okay.
Well, anyway, close enough.
StarCraft players now.
That's where you find them, okay? It could be this guy. So I'm excited.
Okay, let's get into game number one. I almost forgot what game we were on. We finished just started, man. Help me. It's game number one. It's here on New Tornado. It's CRVT versus Marwin. Okay, starting us off here in the 1 o'clock position, we do have the blue Terran player fighting from Sweden. It's Marwin for iRk.
Number one Latvian export is depression.
Oh my goodness.
That's the number one export of my body. How dare they encroach on my trade rights? His opponent at the bottom of New Tornado. Yeah, I got it, Kicks. Don't worry!
Sorry, you were pausing for suspense. That's what it was.
That's right. And because I read it at 6th grade level. His CRVT.
Just to go back on one of your comments, I've noticed a lot of people are still saying Cyril is the best StarCraft 2 player in the world, but when did he actually last win a tournament? He's not won a tournament in forever, right?
Yeah. Well, so if he had, we'd be talking about banjos and stuff, but he's just a normal good player. No, but like obviously he got top 4 in this season, or this Intel Extreme Masters Katowice, which is like the new BlizzCon World Championship thing. He's pretty good. He won like I don't know, WCS stop last year, but there haven't been that many tournaments. It's been a long time for StarCraft 1 and 2, really. So I don't know. I think this next year, like everything from here on out, will really kind of decide that. And nobody really knew what was happening with StarCraft 2, but now we've got this big 3-year plan. So there's actually even more time for these new players to like really come up and challenge, kind of like Cyril did in the last 2-3 years. 3 years ago, Cyril had won, I think, one tournament for like $200. Okay.
Wow.
So 3 years from now, at the end of this run with the ESL, I think StarCraft 2 is going to be really excited. We can see a totally new person nobody's ever heard of. And same thing for StarCraft 1. StarCraft 1 is really cool because you have like tournaments like this, guys like CRVT, Marwin, for example, here, but lots of time for new up-and-coming players. And I actually even heard of a couple more non-Koreans are going to be coming over to South Korea. Unfortunately, their plans were somewhat impacted by some of the travel issues out there. I have not left my apartment in 5 days. Actually, I lied, 4 days. But I'm still here, staying alive, casting Brood War, which luckily I can do from home.
Yeah, I kind of feel sorry for all the people that, well, I don't feel sorry for them because, to be honest, it's a good thing they kind of block the crowd, but the people who traveled out to Katowice and then they couldn't go in the crowd, but it's safety first. Japan's done the good thing and shut the schools and everything, but either way, in terms of this game, everything's looking pretty normal so far. We've got 3 pylons, or 2 pylons in the main with a gateway and a cyber core. We've got a factory coming up for Marwin, and he's going to be expanding behind this as well.
Yeah, okay, so are we doing that thing where we talk about the game Kicks? Okay, You're right. We are expanding. Now, we've got a very confused probe up in the upper left. This guy is not having a good time. And if you're a Protoss player and you don't know what your Terran opponent is going for at this point in the game, there could be some buildings out there. Absolutely have seen. Who was I watching Proxy Starport the other day? Was it Kogut? I forget. Anyway, there's guys out there. We've got shooters, okay? Terrans are out doing the craziest stuff. However, scouting with the probe here, even if the probe dies, of course it does. Of course it doesn't die, Kicks. He's going to be very happy. But he couldn't poke in far enough to see the command center, could he?
No, that's one of the benefits of going for this bunker expand. It makes it very difficult to actually confirm if the other players expanded or not. So, I mean, this is going to allow him to...
Okay, he did.
Yeah, he saw it now. No, wait, did he?
I think he did.
I turned off the wrong vision, so I missed it. But I don't think he did.
Yeah, I don't think he did either.
I mean, the thing is, the reason why you want to scout that is because if you don't get the expansion, you can go for a very quick drop. You can either proxy it with a starport, or you can just do it normally. Now, this Vulture is trying to get in. Nice moves by CRVT. They're going to block it from getting into the main. And that
That
is
was
super
sexy.
important.
Okay, if he kills it, that's the ultimate. Holy cow! Protoss builds a million probes. But no, he actually is not able to get in there. Although I will say you can't be too happy about this command center timing, just because it was, I guess, comparatively similar to Protoss. You never want that to be the case. But you don't know what's out there, right? It was a very late
Yeah.
scout, so we had to play a little bit safer.
Yeah, and the thing is, because CRVT still doesn't really know if there's an expansion, he can't play the way he wants to play. He has to be wary, and this is why you see the Dragoons are back at home. He's not going to move out on the map. He knows there could be some more vultures out there when you go for this fake expand, which he isn't doing. You normally go for speed and mines, so he's a little bit worried that maybe there could be some mines out there that he doesn't want to lose his Dragoons to, so he is just going to send one Dragoon for now and use that to kind of scout what's going on.
Okay, well, I mean, he's scouting around his own base. We don't have obs yet, so
Yeah.
observatory just now finishing out. And it's going to be in time to keep any crazy mine things going on. He doesn't know exactly what direction we're going through behind because he hasn't scouted gas or seen any of the buildings in the main. But barring any crazy proxies, I think you've started to, or as a Protoss player, kind of flesh out. Okay, it's time to macro, get my obs out, and this is the unexciting part. Also, the map is called Coliseum, so you would imagine, Kicks, you'd imagine that
The map's not called
there.
Coliseum.
Wait, is this not? Oh yeah, that's right. That's
New
right.
Tornado.
It's New Tornado. Anyway,
You can save
you'd
that one for
imagine,
next time.
Kicks. Let me totally pivot my analogy here. You'd imagine that things would be turbulent, tumultuous. What's the other T word for tornadoes?
Twister.
No, I don't know. I got nothing, Kicks. Anyway, that things would be happening in the middle of the map, and instead, no, nothing's happening there. Nobody cares about the middle of the map.
Well, the good thing is we saw Marwyn cut down one of the probes that wanted to go for a third expansion. Now, normally that wouldn't be the biggest deals. Obviously, any little advantage you can get will help. Oh my god, is he going to get the probe again? Yes, he does. Another probe denied. And the high ground, keeping those vultures alive for a very long time. But what I was trying to go into before these vultures came back in is Marwyn's looking to play a more macro game here. He's gone for a pretty quick armory. He's only going up to his second factory now, and he's already going into his third base, so any economic advantage he can get over his opponent here is going to be massive.
These are the sinners of our world, okay? No amount of penitence will save you. If you are a Terran player and you are doing this on ladder, your soul has been cursed to eternal damnation in the hellfires of StarCraft. Terran players doing this. What is he defending this third base with, Kicks?
Well,
does he have a unit there yet?
No, I mean, he's building out on location. Looks like CRVT is finally going to spot this with his observer. So, I mean, Marwyn needs to be careful, but the thing is, there's still the threat of speed vultures swinging around, going into his natural, into his third, and into his main. So he's a little bit apprehensive about pushing into the middle of the map, and this does mean, with Marwyn's lower tank count, he's able to hold on to this base. At least he should be able to.
Well, I think we are about to see, young Kicks, if perhaps he is able or unable to hold on to this. See, there's this disease that affects all Terran players, and that is called the ability to unsiege their siege tanks. Currently, this is affecting our boy Marwyn here, who has not decided to siege up any of his tanks, which in general makes the lifespan of tanks much slower.
Yeah.
A tragedy. The tragedy of Darth Tyrannus the Wise.
It's not all bad.
Unfortunately, tanks are still good.
Yeah, tanks are pretty good as well as the mines. So, oh my god, the mine under the barracks did so much damage. The tank at the back still staying strong. The SCVs doing a really good job pushing forward. And finally, we're seeing the Dragoons kind of push into this choke here. Now, the main forces of Marwyn are down. So as long as CRVT heads up to that third base, he can deny it. But he's getting a little bit too greedy.
I was trying to splash SCVs there, I guess, but you're right. I love how the command center was built on location and then floated back to the natural. Wonder where it should have been built in the first place. I mean, this is total tragedy for Marwyn, obviously. He just lost every single tank, and his opponent has a third base up and running with a million billion probes at it. So, justice has been served. Thank goodness.
Now there
We
is a
can't have these Terran players out there building thirds on location at what is that? 7 minutes? When I don't know. 7:30. When was that base built? A
very
million years
early.
ago.
I mean, the good thing is he didn't lose the CC, he barely lost any SCVs as well, and despite the fact his tank count is lower, he still has the option of building a lot of vultures, which he's doing, off of
Kicks.
6 factories.
How you
And
trying to start a
harassing.
sentence with despite his tank count being low? It's like that's the thing. It's like, well, okay, well he actually has been macroing off of what actually only has 1 machine shop. Damn. Okay. Well, I guess that's pretty
Yeah.
normal. But he's done 6 factories on 2 base. Oh
Well,
my god.
yeah, it's not super normal. He's had 2 gas for a while. You can see his gas count is massive. Now, given the fact he lost so many tanks, he needs to add that second machine shop immediately. +1 attack is done. I don't believe there was ever a science facility coming in. So there's no +2 for a while either, which means Marwin is actually going to be a little bit behind on his macro. You definitely don't want that to happen. You want +2 immediately after +1 when you're going into this kind of 3 base style, or you really do hurt yourself in the late game.
We're not thinking about late game. We were building thirds on location kicks. We've got other things to think about. I mean, thankfully, CRBT is expanding again. He could actually honestly double expand if he had sent any unit to the right-hand side. We could just be taking all those next side. Nothing to deal with those. He actually does have his Dragoons in position at his fledgling 4th base, which is pretty good. But he's going to get bullied out by mines here. So this is what I was doing to the Nordic flag people earlier with my vulture comments. Oh god! Oh,
This
tragedy
is the move you need to
befalling.
make.
Blue goo everywhere, just
Yep.
like the blue goo that the Norwegians sprayed on their flag.
If you can get vultures in there, if you can get probe damage, if you can kill dragoons with mines, that's your way back into the game as Terran. I was watching a game between Lita and Gimchi today. I'm trying to remember what the map was, but it was one of those ones that StarCraft Translator, or whatever his YouTube name is, translated, because I wanted to see kind of what the Korean casters are talking about when they're playing. And yeah, that game, it was on Tau Cross, and Lee was dead. He was like dead to rights. He was down to 1 base, and you know what? He kept killing probes with vultures, and he found his way back in. And look at the amount of damage he's doing. So many probes have gone down.
Is that... Can he do that?
That's
Is that allowed?
illegal.
Yeah, I was gonna say, report this man to the FBI. There's like the FTI, the Federal Terran Investigators. We've got to have somebody investigate these war. Oh
the
god.
mines.
Oh god. Okay, that could have been much worse. But anyway,
Another
finally
probe
most of the
going down.
vultures will get cleared out. But geez Louise. Okay, now we're back on even worker counts.
Yep.
Illegal.
That is definitely not something that CRVT wanted, but CRVT is up in to Arbiter Tech now. This does give him a big advantage if he goes for these big engagements, but New Tornado isn't that great for pushing as Protoss against Terran. Recalls are very good here, and it looks like that's what this Arbiter is going to go up to on this 3rd base. But there's mines there now. There's a Goliath up here to help with the Arbiter. And okay, it's not going to be a recall, but either way, like, it's very hard to get a big attack in from multiple angles on a Terran force that's kind of sieged up here. So this is risky.
Wow. I mean, there's not a whole lot to stop Protoss from retaking a ton of map control here in the middle. Usually as Terran, you want to like stay back until you've got your 2-3 bases and all your upgrades. But you were actually mentioning earlier, Kix, these 2-2 is way late. For Terran,
he should be getting 2-1 now, but
yeah. So Protoss gonna try to push in here. I don't know why you're doing this when you have like Arbiter Tech. Does he have stasis? I guess he does. Yeah. Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh my god. There's a clump of tanks. Stasis Sue. Wow. How does that only hit 3? He had 1,000,000 years to aim that stasis. How small is the targeting reticle on stasis, Kix?
I don't know. Sometimes it feels like it's the whole map when I'm playing, but that's definitely not great, but that's only 3 tanks. There's not that many tanks here. There's not enough vultures either. And all of these zealots are getting on top of everything.
Well, I mean, you say that, but there's a thick, meaty wall of vultures. Vultures are the air in a double-paned window, and Protoss is the cold outside. They are not getting through that highly pressurized defense invented in 1916.
I genuinely thought that fight was going to go a different way. The tanks, I mean, 3 of them were stasis, but there just didn't seem to be enough Protoss units. Now CRVT, yes, he's ahead in bases, but his gateway count isn't actually that big right now. He could do with some more. His Arbiter died, like at least his initial one, I think. There's a second one out here now. But he needs to make something happen slowly, well, surely. Like, he needs to get another base if he doesn't want to end it here.
Sorry, Kix, it's 1913, by the way. I was off on my historical date on the invention of the double pane window, but you'll forgive me. Yeah, well, yeah, cold as the void is an accurate analysis. So thanks to Twitch chat for casting for me. That was pretty cold. But what do you do when you attack as a Terran player, Kix? What do you feel like when Protoss stasises, runs all their units in, and you don't die and still have all your workers?
I mean, essentially, that's like the greatest feeling ever, because now Marwyn knows he kept all of his tanks alive. I think he maybe lost one. And all of a sudden, the Protoss player is not going to have as many units. He doesn't have 2 gateway farms right now. You've scanned and you've seen that.
Yeah.
And this is going to be a rough fight, but the siege mode, it's late, and the stasis on the back tanks, this is really going to help out CRVT here. Marwyn in a lot of trouble, a lot of the vultures way out of position here. Oh, but the mine doing so much damage to the zealots.
Yeah, I thought the stasis was going to be pretty bad for Protoss as it was formed a wall, but there's just infinity zealots here. We just never stopped having zealots. Now, we've got to target fire our tanks here a second. Oh my god, that tank's surviving. Oh my god, the mines are being laid. Oh my god, everything's going to blow up. Wow, that was very close to catastrophic. But both armies actually trading pretty evenly, and Terran gets that stasis army back here in a second. Wow. Usually you expect one side to just dominate, but that was, like I said, yeah, remarkably even.
Yeah, I would definitely say that was better for Protoss, though. Protoss mainly traded away Zealots and a few Dragoons for most of the Terran's tanks in that fight. So Marwyn with only 2 machine shops at the moment, with only 3 gases as well, gonna struggle to get that tank count back up super high. But oh my god, the Vulture's catching all the probes, transferring over to the... I was going to say the 4th base. I don't know where he's going with them. I don't know why they're transferring over there.
Yeah, I mean, I guess you can fit more there, but take a 5th, my dude. Expand on the right-hand side. You can do it, I believe. Not that hard either to control that little passageway between the main and the 4th base. But at least finally, CRVT is taking control of that. Man, this is actually a really good game. It felt like I was a little bit worried for Terran with those late upgrades, but now we're about halfway to 3-3, quarter of the way to 3-3, and we're getting there. Science vessel count is growing, energy is growing. Arbiters are not. He only has 1 because he keeps losing them in these fights to what was it he killed? I guess it was Goliaths. Yeah, yep. last fight. But
EMP.
You know, our stasis have been pretty good. Oh, there it is. Oh no, there goes the neighborhood Kix. Oof. Well, we're not going to be using arbiters for a while.
Well, we've got a second one, but there's barely any energy on it. Now, the trouble is, if the Terran can keep the arbiter count low, if he can keep them EMP'd, Marwyn knows he doesn't have to worry about recalls, so he's not got any mines in his main base. That he's basically got no defense whatsoever. But CRVT has no way of defending it or doing anything to it, so looks like we're going to have another EMP possibly, but that is the Arbiter that was EMP before. Here comes a big engagement in the middle of the map. Let's see how this goes. There's a lot of Zealots. They're getting up on the back tanks as well, but there's barely any Dragoons here.
Yeah, I was going to say, have we made a Dragoon this game? Like, we're the Zealot, man. Oh my god. I'm pretty sure there's an optimal number of Zealots, right? Is that it? Have we figured it out? I can't count these number of zealots on my fingers and toes combined Kix. That's a lot.
Supply-wise, though, they've traded so unbelievably even again, and Marwyn has once again lost the vast majority of his tanks, which is going to make any further pushes very difficult. But 2-2 definitely coming into effect here in that engagement, and 2-1 attack, 1 armor for Protoss, definitely helping out a little bit, especially with these Zealots against the Vultures. But man, that was definitely an interesting engagement. This could go either way still from here.
Yeah, wow. I keep being eternally surprised that this game is still so even, but that's super impressive because it takes a lot to trade into a Terran army over and over again. And it's not like this guy's got $1 million, right? Like, he really needs another base coming up. This is kind of even Terran
even bases Terran versus Protoss. That's not great. Oh, Vultures can find these probes.
Yeah, that could be massive. Just finding those is amazing, but there is a cannon up at the base, so he is going to be able to save a good number of them. And the issue that the issue that Marwin has, sorry, is where does he take a fourth base? How does he expand behind this? Oh, it looks like he already has done over in the top right, but looks like the Zealot's getting on top of the tanks again. The arms are coming into effect. The science vessel's running away and really giving up those units, but all of the probes that transferred over to the right have been killed. And I mean, 42 workers for CRVT, he needs to try and get that expansion back up, but he's not going to be able to do it like this.
Also, yes, we still have to figure out a way to kill those three vultures. And we've got a fight in the middle, too. I feel like the CRVT is just slowly, little by little, there we go, being bled out this game, never being able to get up a 5th, 6th base. Really hurt him. And now the Terran economy is kicking in 3, 4 bases. Massive industrial machine. Basically like the Ruhr Valley up at the 12 o'clock, just pumping out tanks over and over again. This is insane.
Yeah, Marwin has got into a position where he can afford a third machine shop now. He's on 3 upgrades. And just CRVT does not have the money he needs to be able to rebuild the units that he's losing. Zealots going down to more and more mines. Still very few Dragoons on this map. And look at the big force by Marwin heading over to the right-hand side. This is going to be the killing blow, I think.
Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, we're done here. All right. Yeah, kick me into next game. We've got a couple of arbiters. Maybe the perfect... never mind. Oh, my God. All right, never mind. Nope, we're out. We're out. GG. CRVT taps out. The pride of Riga defeated at last. Marwin coming out on top. Congratulations to him putting iRk up 1-0 in the series.
Yep, that was pretty good by Marwin. Of course, that looked a little bit risky at some point. I think at some point, Rapid, by the way, your whole setup like fell over or something, which is kind of weird. But yeah, it sounded like everything dropped. Let me just change the way this is cut.
Maybe I was changing my microphone. Whoops.
Yes, that also happened. I heard the difference. That's cool though. I fixed it. I just resized your Discord window. It's all good. But yeah, that was a pretty good game one. Definitely ReV showing a strong showing in game one. Definitely going to help them moving forward. But still, iRk with the 1-0 lead. Definitely going to be good for them. I mean, the players that we've got here are so strong for iRk that ReV really do need every single win they can get if they want to win the series. So we'll go back into a very short break, and when we get back, we'll have game number 2. It's going to be Oya versus Indy. See you guys soon.
Outstanding. Rock and roll.
Okay, it's time for a quick tip. Here we have Neo Outlier. I'm going to show you how to get over these temples with a probe. I'll also do it with an SUV and a drone as well. So what you do is you essentially send the probe up to mine, you press stop, and you go to build a pylon. Now you build the pylon underneath you, so essentially it's going to push you, then you spam right click, and all of a sudden you are through. And here is the same trick with Terran. There's a couple of ways you can do this. One of them is you build a depot, and you essentially cancel building, and you just spam yourself through. You have to be kind of stuck or either on the building in the temple or there. But you can cancel that, and just to show, you can do it both ways as well. Okay, now there's a way you can do this with just 2 workers, which is the only way Zerg are able to do this. You can also do this with Protoss and Terran as well. So essentially, you get both workers lined up here. You mine with 1 worker. You send the second worker to mine just behind it, and you hit stop. It can be a little bit finicky, so don't worry if you don't get it first try. We got it. No we didn't. Yes we did. Okay, so that didn't go perfectly. You can do it a lot better than that, but it does take a little bit of practice. So just keep trying, and you will eventually get it. and you'll find it actually has quite a lot of uses in various different maps. Okay guys, welcome back. We're going to be heading here into our second game. Starting us off for iRk, it's going to be Oya. Now Oya is at a perfect 50% win rate against both players and race. So, I mean, Oya, pretty much average Joe over here for iRk. And that was a terrible joke, but yeah, still.
No. I was like, is it really tea with milk? But I didn't see the commercial.
Yeah.
I was like, I really do not get the joke. Are the kids talking about things my boomer mind doesn't know? Sorry, I was stunned. Also, your joke was funny, haha. Anyway.
Yep, Panashev. We drink tea with milk in the UK. Only a certain type of tea, though. Only like the English tea, which is like the mix between the Chinese and Indian blends. But people drink like tea without milk as well. But either way, let's have a look at our second player. It's going to be Indy for ReV. Now, Indy definitely surprised me a lot the last game he played by beating Dragon on Carthage 3. I mean, Dragon is such a good player that to come out and beat him like that is really, really impressive. So I'm looking forward to seeing how he's going to do here against a Protoss player, because he's only really played 3 PvPs so far. So we've not got too much statistics on that, but let's have a look at the map they're going to be playing on. It's going to be Blitz X. Now, for whatever reason, the history of... Oh, wait, that's why. I was going to say there's no games in the history of Blitz X, but it's because we haven't had a PvP on here yet. What the hell? How is that possible?
Wait, really?
Yeah.
Well, I mean, I don't know. I didn't watch all the games from this season, but I think it's safe to say that maybe not the most popular map, Blitz X.
Yeah, it's definitely been one of the more one-sided maps when it comes to Protoss, but I mean, Protoss were killing it against Zerg here, and they were struggling a little bit against Terran, but mainly from drop play. But this was definitely a TVT map. We had 12 of them so far, and there's still time for more. So the average game duration here is around 16 minutes, so hopefully we'll get to see a little bit more of that. But let's get into game number 2. It's Oya versus Indy, and it's here on Blitz X. Okay, starting us off here in the top left-hand corner, fighting for ReV in the orange, we have Indy from Spain.
And his opponent on the other side of the map in the green. Well, we're not sure, but from Sverige, it's Oya. Or Sverige.
I just say
one of those
Sweden,
places.
because that's how, like, Abba
Sweden.
used to say.
Love Age. I was watching him stream the other day.
I was talking about ABBA, but Age is also cool.
Oh, ABBA? Oh.
Yeah.
ABBA, AGA. This is like how we have ASL, BSL, CSL, that kind of stuff.
ASL, yeah.
This is how Age got his name. He was like, ABBA, what's the next letter? G. AGA. Like, nice one. Killing it, Age. Anyway. That was my Age reference. Big fan.
I'm gonna change it to the SSL.
What are you saying,
SP?
Kicks?
Oh my god, I'm trying to say like
Stop,
SSL.
stop.
That's it.
Stop, Kicks. Hold on, I gotta push Kicks' reset button here real fast, guys. He'll be back up. I installed an SSD in Kicks, so he restarts faster than ever. Don't worry. You back, Kicks?
Yeah, it's all good.
Okay, all right. We're good.
I got an M2 SSD as well. I'm super fast.
N2?
M2.
Nobody knows. M2?
Yeah, that's like the better SSDs.
Oh. I try not to get SSDs by protecting myself.
Oh my god. Okay. Well, we got 2 pylons in base by both players. We've got a gateway and a gas coming up for Oya. So Indy building that second pylon before his gas, going to maybe look to go for a 2-gate Zealot play, which would be kind of interesting to do against someone like Oya, but let's see how that's going to go.
Okay, see, look, I'm always skeptical. When this probe gets in and scouts, I'm just like, okay, well, oh yeah, oh no, is he gonna manor pylon? I'm waiting. Where is it? Oh, he doesn't have enough minerals.
There's also not too many good
Here we
spots
go. I keep getting my hopes up. He's going back in for it. I want him to. Here it is. I was very upset.
Yeah, it doesn't feel like there's actually that many spots that mana piloting could be good on this map, so I guess maybe if he traps like 3 probes in there, but even then it's not too much of a big deal. He did go for a gas earlier, so his minerals are a little bit lower than Indy, but Indy looks like he's saving up for a Nexus, and never mind, he's going to build a Cybercore instead.
Damn. Yeah, if you put down a Nexus here, like...
That's like an ultimate gamble, yeah.
That's how you know his house is on fire, and he has to lose the game as fast as possible to escape.
Yeah, oh yeah, definitely more well known for his kind of aggressive play across pretty much all of his games. So Indy should be careful. I mean, DTs could be a possibility here. I mean, of course, that's the same in any PvP, but I definitely say out of Oya, DTs are kind of the more likely opening we may see. ReVs can still be good, and there is close by air on this map, so any form of shuttle play is going to be good, but let's see exactly how this is going to play out. Nice micro by Indy, blocking off Oya from being able to get into his mineral line so far. Oh, is he going to be able to get the Zealot?
Really? Is he really going to kill the Zealot in the mineral line? No. Oh, wait.
Zealot doesn't even get a single probe. The probe gets the probe.
The probe gets... When both of them blew up, I was like, that's what you do on OBS maps when you have to kill your own workers. That one thing I'm really good at. You have to kill both workers at the same time. It's almost impossible, but I think we just kind of saw it there. That was sick.
Now there is a robo coming up here from Oya, so it looks like it is going to be ReVs, possibly going into Observatory just to be safe, but he just got a perfect scout pretty much. The one thing he did see the third pylon as well, so Indy should know that there's, Oya should know there's nothing too crazy coming for him, so this is going to give him the option of just teching immediately up. Now, Indy going to try and block this probe, does block it from seeing if there's a second gateway, so pretty good play by him. But where is Indy going to take this? That's my question, because right now it looks like he just wants to push forward, but this isn't really going to do much.
Yeah, I'm hoping at one point we see another gateway be built, and there it is in the main base of Oya. But I think we're going to see a couple here from Indy. He's banking. I think, does Indy want to expand the Madman? No, I think he's just banking for a bunch of gateways, right?
I think he's going to expand. He's going into a robo.
Yeah.
Probably going to expand after this and going for later robo or ReV tech. But there's still no additional tech from the robo. So unless for Oya, here we go. Finally, we've got the observatory coming in. So Oya's actually going to be the one worried about DTs, which is definitely interesting.
This is crazy. Oh my god. Okay, well, Indy is a madman. And he is going to be attempting to expand. Nexi, the most dangerous unit in PvP. Not the Dark Templar. It's the Nexus. How do you build one without dying? It's not even like, you know how in ZVZ, if you're 2-base versus 1-base, you know, it can be kind of even, right? Not for long, but like, you know.
Yeah.
Not in PvP. If you have a Nexus, you either win or lose the game. So let's find out which it is. I think he's actually going to be in a very good spot because there hasn't been any scouting from Oya for like a million billion years.
Yeah, not only that, since Oya went for just the obs first, he's only just now going into a support bay. There's going to be nothing really that can go and attack Indy. Thank you, Henry, for the 30th month resub, man. Thank you so much. But
have you been alive for 30 months, Kix?
Apparently so. I didn't realize.
Happy 30th birthday, Hirmu and Kix. He subbed when you were born.
Yeah, it's my anniversary.
You mean your birthday?
It's our anniversary. It's when we first met, I think.
Oh, wow. Has he? Wow. I didn't realize you and Hirmu went way back.
Streaming. Yeah, I didn't realize either. It's only when he like subs. It's like, whoa.
Has Hirmu ever tried to give you a snooze, Kicks?
No.
Okay, well, let me tell you. If if black market snooze mafia member Hirmu ever attempts, just say no, okay? I've never come close to like feeling drunk and vomiting at the same time more than this man putting things in my body that I did not know. Foreign objects, Kicks. Just say no, no matter if it's your anniversary or not.
Fair enough. I don't know why Abby keeps telling people to hold Alt and then press ONEO. I'm not really sure what that does, but I'm kind of not looking forward to it now. Look at this, Dragoons going up the stairs. I mean, if you thought Dragoons had trouble on ramps, try and get them up these stairs. Look at this. Dancing up.
Can we do it?
Oh, wait.
No. What?
We never on extra high latency. That's what he was trying to do. There
I
we
mean,
go.
I don't think we were lagging that much, but I love how he comes in, sees that there's both a base, a reaver, and backs off when he had an observer there the whole time. I'm like, I don't know what the mystery is here, but yeah, don't go down there.
Yeah, this is what I think. I saw a game like this a while ago where essentially a Protoss player was trying to push down onto the Nexus. They saw exactly what was there with an observer, and they still kind of kept going in when they shouldn't have done. So I think that's kind of what we're seeing here. But oh yeah, gonna go for his Nexus as well. This is incredibly far behind. Now we're gonna see a moment where both players both players should have Reavers soon. Now I thought Oya was going in with a shuttle there, but it's just an observer.
Yeah, one of those things kills everything, the other kills nothing. But I mean, there is a shuttle out for Oya. He does have it with his Reaver, and he's coming in, Kicks. But look at that pylon wall. It's just insane. Zealots buffering. There's 2 Reavers versus 1, but shuttles are pretty good units. Oh, he snipes the shuttle! Oh my god, what a legend. Kills the Reaver here, too. He's going to lose 1 Reaver in return, but mission accomplished. Indy wins the game. Wow, congratulations, Indy. So cool.
Well, Indy doesn't necessarily win the game. It's still pretty even in the work account. In supply, Indy is definitely a little bit further ahead, but you're back at home with 3 gateways with Reaver Tech himself is going to make it very difficult for Indy to try and push back across the map again. Now, if we see shuttle speed coming in, that'd be a pretty good play by Indy to go in and get a ton of damage done. Because even though Indy held on there, he's not really got any way of pushing across the map yet.
Kicks, we have a question.
Yeah, Matt is asking why SOAR sounds like SOR when you say it. Well, SOR
I love it. No. You can't spell one and say the other, Kicks. You have to say them both.
Well, SOR is not a word, right? So... Sorry, maybe I should say SAR like an American.
All I'm trying to say is thank God America fixed your language. Otherwise... no one would know, Kicks.
Oh my god, you're going to come in with a speed shuttle going in through the top. The Reaver going to get into the main.
No. You got to make the sound effects, Kicks. It's coming in.
It is. There's absolutely nothing to defend up here. Look at this.
Oh god. Ah, no, not like that. It could have been much worse, but that was already pretty bad. All right, no. The shuttle's going out, Kicks.
That was definitely a good Reaver Scarab. That's exactly what you need. Still no shuttle out here for Indy. No shuttle speed either. I mean, if Indy had a speed shuttle there, he could chase down them Oya shuttle, but he just can't. That's the move that Oya needs to make up for the mistake he made pushing in, for sure.
All right, well, now Oya wins the game. Congratulations.
Oh, he's going in at the top again.
Yeah. Oh, and this is right as Indy's moving out, too. There's 0 in his base to defend it. Oh, my God. All right. Well, he has to drop, kill a bunch of probes, and then get back home to not die.
Yeah. Getting back home is certainly going to be important. There's going to be 2
turned
Reavers.
Around.
Yeah, there's 2 Reavers against 2, but both... Oh no, it's 2 Reavers versus 1, and only 1 Reaver is in the shuttle here for Oya, so Indy does have a timing here where he can get in and do some damage. He needs to drop the Reaver, so they need to do the damage they have to do. The Reaver's getting sniped immediately, one of them getting saved, but this Reaver not getting much damage done whatsoever. It is high ground versus low ground, but it looks like Oya just has too much.
Oh no! Oh, he did have Scarabs. He was trying to get to the back, but instead he didn't, and he lost both Reavers. Indy, still with a higher Dragoon count, has to get up. He's got to snipe the Reaver or the shuttle. He can't do it. He gets the shuttle, but it drops the Reaver out at the last second. He's gonna get maybe one more Scarab off, and he does. But the Dragoon count is gigantic. Indy crushing it. But there's still a Reaver, so I don't think he can end the game just yet.
Oh no, his extra Dragoons are going to get stuck in the middle of the map. They're going to try and break through that little choke. They cannot get through. If he targets down the Nexus here, he's going to be in such an incredible position. But oh yeah, pushing down the ramp here, going to be able to get Scarabs off on top of Indy's Dragoons that are very heavily damaged already. One Scarab is going to kill like 4 Dragoons here if he's not careful.
Oh god. Oh, he got vision. Oh, there's the Scarab. It's chasing him. Oh, I'm just kidding. Can't reach. But yeah, you're right. The reinforcements are really the only thing, or the lack of reinforcements, are the only thing keeping Oya in this game. They got stuck on the X in Blitz X kicks.
Yep. But even then, like, given how well that went for Indy, look at the supplies. They're still incredibly close together. The shuttle going down from Indy is such a big problem as well. He's finally now got another Reaver. But his rally points are completely messed up. He's going straight into the middle with all of his Dragoons. Another 3 getting stuck there.
There's an X in kicks too, by the way. Just like the X in Blitz X. This is your map kicks.
There's no X in kicks. What?
There is in the link I posted in chat.
Oh, okay, I know what that is. I don't even need to click it, I know what that's going to be. That was a good photo.
Pretty good. Your trip to Merca. All right, so here we go. PvP at its finest.
Oh, the Reaver goes down.
With a shuttle, with Dragoons versus without a shuttle.
Oh, both the Reavers go down. No player
right,
is allowed Reavers this game. That's it.
I was going to say, PvP. So good. We need to have our StarCraft cheerleaders, which would never exist, do like some cheers for PvP, because it's just so great, Kicks. How does it get better than this? The armies run up against each other, one unit explodes, and they can't fight anymore.
Yeah, so they have to run away. Well, this game is completely crazy. We're into the 15-minute mark. Neither player is anywhere near maxed, and they haven't been anywhere near maxed this entire time. Oya finally going into a Templar Archive, or sorry, Indy going into a Templar Archive, so Oya's is done already. But just look at Oya's main. Like, if Indy was to go in with a Storm Trop, he would kill unbelievable amounts of probes. Even the natural is really oversaturated. Oya with way too many probes right now for what the amount of bases he has. Now it looks like Indy wants to try and expand.
Well, okay. Good luck with this, buddy. This is a little bit like if you try to take a third in ZVZ. It's like, well, now you can just be attacked from somewhere and you have to go trade because there's no way that you can both defend everything and react at the same time. So, well, that sentence didn't really make much sense. But yeah, you don't want to... A wise man named Robbie once told me in summer camp when we were playing Risk against each other. He said, spread yourself like butter, you're going to get eaten, okay? So when it comes to the logic of StarCraft, if you are too spread out on the map, you can't defend everywhere at once. That's my TED Talk. Thanks for attending.
I love the gong hit again. I know you don't actually have a gong, but that's just my name for it now. It's your desk. But both players are kind of forced into going into a third here because both of them are about to mine out their main, their naturals, heavily drying up. Oya is going to be a little bit healthier because they get it so late. But Oya's got so many probes. Oh my god, there's a DT in the main somewhere. Wait,
my god, I didn't even say that. See that? Oh, there's a Reaver in the main too.
Yeah, where's the DT? Oh, the DT's on the
It's blocking the ramp.
Oh my goodness.
They can't get anything back into the main. This Reaver's gonna kill everything. There's a DT hold position on the ramp. Okay, thankfully we've got an OBS spawning on.
What? The Dragoon's on fire. Oh, there we go.
Okay, wow, Dragoons are actually so stupid. Well, finally it kills a DT. It can get up into the main. There's another DT down here too, but oh, by the way, there's still... Wait, where did our Reaver go? Oh, do you pick it up in the shuttle? Yeah.
Yeah, the Reaver got away. Looks like we're going to have the shuttle coming back here as well, but the shuttle going in back into the main, but there's no Dragoons or no probes over here anymore. The shuttle's going to go down. The Reaver's going to go down as well. And he is going to be able to clean this up. Worker count is still incredibly even. Supply is incredibly even. But Indy knows a lot of the tech units from Oya were over in his base. So he is going to head straight over to where the third base is. He's going to be able to take this down. And Oya is going to be forced to take an engagement that realistically shouldn't go his way. But Indy's units are in an awful place.
Yeah, they are in an awful place. Oh my god. Did he just lose the game by trying to attack this base? This is the way you use your third bases. Use them as bait. So that instead of getting your butter eaten, you're the one eating the butter, Kicks.
Well, here come the probes. The probes going to help. There are Dragoons on the low ground. This is still not terrible for Indy. Indy with a supply lead. A lot of the probes actually going down at the third base as well. And Indy's going to come in from behind for a flank here. This is getting more and more ridiculous as this goes on. Dragoons still alive in the third base. Looks like the Dragoons at the back are going to go down. But the ones coming in for the flank could get this Reaver. Oh, but Storm coming up as well on top of these, doing a ton of damage. Oh, but he's getting the Reaver.
He walked the Reaver into the Zealots. That's tragic. Now that makes this fight a little bit more exciting, but with more reinforcements streaming down from on high. The base itself will stay alive. Probes, not a great day to be a probe in Oya's army, but the base abides, and that's all that matters. He kept the base alive, and even though he has less probes, he'll be able to make those faster anyway. Victory, mission accomplished. Congratulations, Oya, for winning the game.
Well, it's still not over just yet. Indy with a massive probe advantage still, so he still has the economy to be able to rebuild his army. He's still ahead in supply as well. Now, if he can get a third base, which he's still never actually done, then he can make this work. Then he needs to expand. Otherwise, he just needs to use the remaining minerals he's got and go all in. But that's definitely more risky.
Does Indy have a Dragoon?
Right now, it doesn't look like it. He's got one.
I don't think. Okay,
he
has one Dragoon. Imagine you reach a state in PvP where your army is a Dragoon. I mean, he's got some cannons to fight with here, and a bunch of Scythe Storms. So that's the great equalizer. It's not bad. And actually, Zealots do deal incredibly high DPS, especially with legs and +1. Actually, they have 1/1. Oh my god! Yep. All right, so these are power Zealots. These are manlots. They're getting in there. And I mean, Dragoons are great, but they're not really the most microable. So surprisingly, the Zealots are doing quite well. Now, they do get stormed. They are very squishy now, or very softened up now. So they're going to go down. And I think this is maybe the nail in the coffin with an inability to keep a standing army or take a third base. I think Indy struggling. iRk got to go up 2-0.
Indy's definitely in a great position right now in this in this quarterfinal. Sorry. Oh yeah, in a great position even. I said everything wrong there, but it's all good. We've got Zealot streaming through another map now as well. That's going to make it harder to take the middle base as a third. But looks like Indy wants to go for a counterattack here. He knows a lot of the units are down in a pretty terrible position. He's going to be able to circle off and cut off these units. And he's going to be able to go and push the third from here. There's not actually... Oya doesn't have a big army right now.
Yeah, wow, you're right.
It's so fragmented in like 3 different places.
The shuttle! Ah! Run away! No! He loses the entire shuttle. He flies it in. Everything dies.
He saves the 2 High Templar and storms with them, but this is still such a good engagement by Indy. Indy needs to pull back though as Dragoons. The Zealots are getting on top of them. The micro is good, but it's not good enough. GG. Indy taps out and Oya takes game number 2.
Wow. Wow. Okay. Damn. Mile a minute action here at the STPL. Kicks. It's an incredible life that we live.
Yep. And somehow you
being able to witness these incredible games of StarCraft. What an action-packed series. A PvP nonetheless.
Yeah.
For all of you guys that are sleeping on that mirror matchup. No. Actually electrifying. Fantastic map choice as well, Kicks.
Yeah, PvP is one of those matchups that can either be incredibly boring or you just have it like 2 people just throwing stuff at each other constantly like that one, and it just goes ridiculous. Now, we're going to be heading into game number 3, which is going to be ridiculous in its own right. It's going to be Avi against SBX, and it's going to be coming up after this break. See you guys very soon. Toss a coin to your content creators, oh valley of plenty, oh valley of plenty, oh. Toss a coin to your content creators, a friend of humanity. Toss a coin to your content creators, oh valley of plenty, oh valley of plenty, oh. Toss a coin to your content creators, a friend of humanity. Okay guys, welcome back. We're here for game number 3 of iRk versus ReV. iRk currently up 2-0 in some incredibly close games. Both those games really could have gone either way, especially that last PvP. But iRk on match point now.
Yes, indeed they are. Interricticlocka are doing quite well, Kicks. And they are on match point now with this man. I call him a man. We all know he's a monster, a machine, a cosmic, horrific being. SPX, so hot right now.
Yes.
He doesn't have a star yet, but he has 5 stars. Explain how that works, Kicks.
So essentially a full star is 5 wins, an empty star is none, obviously. So essentially it's just there as like a bar. But either way, Marwin has only played 7 games, SPX has only played 7 games in the STPL so far, 3 wins, 4 losses, not the best. But as EBZ so far, I mean, there's not really too much to say, but that's actually been his better matchup. But either way, SPX is a really, really strong Terran player right now, doing so well, and he's won against some pretty good players in the STPL so far. His opponent going to be the only Avalov 3rd place finisher? No, 4th place finisher in this BSL, am I correct? This latest one?
Who, Avi?
Yeah, because he lost to TT1 in the 3rd place match, didn't he? Who just turned up in chat as well, so that's kind of funny, but Avi's been killing it. Like, he's on 17 wins now. He's won 9 of his last 10 games.
No. It was TT1 that got top 4. Avi got top 8 because he lost.
Oh, I thought the 3rd place match was TT1 versus Avi. My bad. That was the round of 8. Oh, well. I thought it was the 3rd place match. That was funny. Rapid, I don't know if Rapid dropped from the call deliberately there, but he just dropped.
No, I didn't. I'm still here. I thought you dropped from the call. In Rapid Land, Kicks dropped, okay, guys?
I thought that was you just being so disgusted over the fact that I didn't know what happened in the BSL that you just quit. It's like, no, I'm done. I'm done. I can't take it anymore. Yeah, but
Well,
Abby's been killing it. Rank 9 now in the STPL against some like crazy people.
how do we have like 3 Korean teams and Abby's ranked 9? What's happening out there, Korea? Get your act together.
Yeah, that's definitely crazy. It looks like Bonneth is just keeping him off there, but I need to have a look at that. That's fine. But let's have a look at the map we're going to be playing on. We are going to be heading onto Multiverse. Multiverse, a very fun matchup, and I do watch BSL. I just can't remember the games very well. I watch
Exposed
too much
kicks. Exposed.
I watch way too much Brood War. Like I just
Never
can't
allowed
remember
to
the
cast
games.
again. Turn in your caster license, young man. You must be this tall to ride the casting ride.
Well,
Where are your parents?
I'm 6
Where is your you need a guardian to take you through this ride.
I'm 6'5".
It's scary.
So if I'm not if I'm not tall enough to ride the ride, then no one can cast. Like that's it. Everyone's banned from casting now because Kix isn't tall enough. Oh my goodness.
I was gonna say, is there a taller? Actually, Todd's tall. Actually, no. Todd's only 6'3". Like Todd and I are the same height.
I was taller
He's like
than
gigantic.
him when I met him at BlizzCon. I didn't.
Yeah,
meet
this
him
is
for long,
disgusting. Kix, we're gonna need you to get some surgery where they break your legs, take a chunk of leg out, and then put them back together shorter.
I would not want to do that. Oh my god, that sounds horrific. But yeah, maybe I'm too tall to cast. Maybe I've gone. It's like one of those rides where you can't ride it because you're too tall. It's that. But either way, Multiverse, very fun. It is going to be a TVZ fan favorite matchup. Abby, definitely a fan favorite player as well here. TVZ on this match, on this map even, has not been that great for Zerg. We've seen some really good Zerg players lose here, like Eon Zerg, to some Vulture run-bys and stuff like that. So let's have a look at that's going to turn out as we get into game number 3. It's SBX versus Avalov here on Multiverse. Okay, starting us off here in the bottom left-hand corner, we do have Avi in the blue, fighting for ReV, all the way from Denmark.
And his opponent from wait, it's Russia, right? Oh, it was Oya. Oya's the dubious, the Sweden we promise citizen. Anyway, yeah, his opponent in the red playing Terran from Russia, playing for iRk Interiktiktoka or something like that. SPX, the god.
Yeah, I'm not even going to try and say RK's real name. That's why I just don't do it. I've tried to speak like Finnish and Swedish before, and it doesn't work. So we'll just stick to like my band English. That's good. The other way,
I try. I speak like 4 Swedish words, all badly. So I like to know a language well enough to know that it is being spoken, not what's being said.
Essentially, learning the Swedish language is going to IKEA and reading all the product names. If you can do it perfectly, that's it.
That's true. Or if it were the 1400s, it's like having your land invaded.
Yeah, we had that. I think it was before the 1400s, though, wasn't it? That was quite a bit before, but I don't know.
1200s? Nobody knows history in this chat, okay? You can't, well, unless like Rauta is out there somewhere, but nobody pays attention to that class in school.
Now we've got a 12 patch coming in from Avi. The good news is...
Oh boy. What?
Sound on? I was just trying to work out if we've got... Yeah, we do.
I have sound.
Yeah, we have game sound. I'm just trying to figure out if people in chat can hear it because I can barely hear it. But either way, depending on the spawns on this map, TVZ can play out incredibly differently. Recently, we've seen a lot of close spawns here, but it is going to be cross, so this does leave open the opportunity to block the middle of the map and make it a very long game. Obviously,
oh god,
this benefits SPX in a way, because for Avi to get a 4th gas here, he's want to get, well, he's a 3rd gas even. A 3rd or 4th gas, he's going to want to take the other main, and if he takes that main, it's incredibly close to SPX, so it wouldn't surprise me to see Avi go for something to try and end the game a little bit earlier.
Really? I mean, one of the reasons I like this map, at least watching Zerg on it, and I haven't seen a million games on this map, but it was an ASL for one season, right? Yeah. Well, if I remember correctly, in that season, Zergs like to play late game on this map because, especially if you spawn cross, I mean, you can take a third hatch like insanely fast. Even versus Terran, you can take it on location, even though maybe not advisable, especially if you kill the first SCV. Yeah, it's actually very doable. So, I don't know. Either way, I'm not liking the start for SPX. Let's see what he wants to do. I'm thinking he's just gonna gas expand, right? Yeah.
Was that 3 hatch before Paul?
I think it was. Yeah.
Well, that's definitely a risk, but it looks like it's going to pay off here for SPX. Even SPX going to expand behind this, and he is going into a factory here, so going for mech, TT1 said as well, is actually quite dubious in cross spawns on this map because it's very difficult to get any damage done to your opponent, especially in these positions. The Sunken at the front, already finished. Vulture's not going to be able to get into the main base from here. And this is definitely looking good for Avalov.
This was factory expand, right? Not 111.
Yeah, it was factory expand, but you can 111 off of factory expand if you want to. He's probably.
But it's about the order, Kicks. God, how are you trying to name a build 111 and then you don't build 111?
Well, you still build 111. It's just you build the CC in the middle.
That's 11C. Okay, you know how terrible a build name that is.
It's based on what unit production facilities you have, and you have one of each.
Hey, you know what the command center does, Kicks? Does it produce units?
SCVs are workers. Just saying. There it is, 111. Okay, so the starport finishing up very, very quickly here. Are we going to see an armory to go in some Valkyries possibly? Or are we just going to go for a Vulture drop? Looks like it's just going to be a Vulture drop here. Going for... Oh, speed was done first actually, but he can't get in. So the dropship definitely going to help out here.
The one in the 111 is the brain cell you have to do it.
Oh my goodness.
Here come the vultures. There go the Zerglings. Wow, I'm so impressed. You see how good SPX was at using ranged units to kill?
No, but look at
my God.
Look at the links in the natural. They're killing so many SCVs. 6, I think.
And
4 have gone
they
down.
cancel the bunker as well, so there's just nothing in front. He's also killing vultures with the Zerglings, which is somewhat tragic. But oh my God, so many worker kills here with these Zerglings. And I mean, yeah, they're all going to get cleared up, but I mean, this was a 3-hatch opener, so I don't think he really cares about losing these Zerglings.
And also he sees the starport blinking. He didn't see an armory, so he knows there's going to be a dropship, and he is going to be able to get back into position to deal with this. Now, Avi going to be heading across the map now with some Hydras. If SPX's units all go into a dropship right now, he is going to die to the Hydras, but the Hydras have to skirt around the mines. Looks, oh my God, the Overlord. One Marine trying to keep it away. Oh, the mine!
There's an Overlord right there. How you run into mines? It's right there, dude. Well, more vultures trying to get through the hole in the middle of the map, but they can't do it. Ling's in front to take out the mines. Whoa! Does get all the mines here now. More reinforcements coming in. For Abby, I don't know if we did it, but this is not a great spot for SPX to be in.
Yeah, but SPX has the power of SCVs, the power of repair. We've seen in Effa versus Flash back in ASL 6 how long a single bunker can stay alive against pure Hydralisks. And even in the Corrupted Cup with Koga against Eon Zerg, like that's what we're going to see here most likely. The dropship going to be heading into the main. It's going to dodge. Oh, it's not going to dodge the Hydras. He sees it, but there's only a single Hydra back at home. He's going to take a ton of drone damage.
Yeah, I mean, one of the vultures has 1 HP, so, I mean, he's gonna pop.
Oh, the repair! Where's the repair?
Oh my God, he's gonna dive on the tank or the SCV. Dive on the tank, he's gonna run past the bunker and gets the tank. The Hydras, they're moving in, Kicks, past the bunker.
Oh, but the mines,
my God. Uh-oh. Okay, there are mines being laid, so he can't push in there. He's denying mining at the natural. That much is good, and if you have enough Hydras, you can snipe the mines. Oh, wow, what is the splash radius on mines? Insane. How does he do it?
Yeah, the dropship and the main dropped off both vultures. One of them did get back in. The one with 1 HP did fly away, or did drive away. But here we go. Oh, the mine. Oh,
You
this
got
is
it.
definitely
And
rough.
now,
A tank
yeah,
is going
where are
to
you
pop
gonna build
out in
units
hell. Like, this tank
No, the
is going to go down immediately. It's just about to finish up. I know the
And-
SCV's getting in the way. Going to help out a lot here. And he's going to hold
yeah.
on.
Yeah, I mean, the three Hydras versus a tank, not great odds for the Hydras here. Obviously, because there's repair here as well. But gonna get one last SCV to delay the science facility even more and just force this very immobile tank to micro all the way around. He's gonna get another SCV here. Oh, insane. Avi, killing it. But he's
Avi-
down 4 workers.
Yeah, Avi seeing the dropship coming back in as well. Looks like the Vulture only going to drop off here to block a third base coming up, which isn't too bad. But he doesn't know about the third base in the top left-hand corner. And on this map right now, that is the furthest possible place away from him. We see an double evolution chamber coming up, actually.
Ooh.
One of them being used to make the mining a little bit more efficient as well. So things are going so well for Avi. But SPX... he's down, but he's not out. Terran on 2 bases. If he goes back into bio, which he is going to, adding a second Rax here, going into Irradiate, and getting missile turrets for the upcoming Muteless switch, he's looking pretty good still. He does need to be careful, though.
This is like, Zerg is like, it's like the medium-sized bully. So you pick on the little kid, but then the little kid's got a big kid friend, and you're bullying him, right? And then the big kid friend shows up to defend the little kid, and you're like, "Oh, I'm sorry, I was just kidding." That's what Avi is doing. He's like put on insane pressure. He's like diving past bunkers with Hydras in the main, and then he loses everything and realizes he has less work. And he's like, "All right, I'm sorry, I'm macroing, I promise." And he builds double evolution chamber, another 2 hatcheries, and a round of 10 workers. And you're like, what a race, dude. What a race.
Now, the important thing to note is Avi is the one going to be blocking off the middle of the map, so he did the damage he wanted to do early on. He doesn't know it's going to be a bio switch, but you know what bio can't do? Walk through the assimilators. It takes bio forever to kill the temples as well. And Avi is going to go up to a 4th base behind this. We've got a scan coming in, checking what's going on in the main. He sees the Queen's Nest. He doesn't know about the double Evo chambers just yet, but he knows Hive is going to be on the way.
Well, Hive's on the way, but that's not going to kick in for a while. There are Scourge out, but they're probably going to miss this dropship, especially if it goes around the bottom. Wait, where are we going? Oh, the dropship's still in the main. Anyway, we're going to be loading up here momentarily.
Oh, is he going to drop
momentarily?
Okay, he's going to get medics. I was going to say, is he just going to drop with no medics? Because that is...
Dude, that's
awful.
the big boy drop right there. You got to put on your Huggies for that drop, dude. It's a rough one. That's... Holy shit. What do you do against that? What do you try to, like, attack it? You know how much 8 stim Marines with +1 do? Is this +2? No, it's just +1.
Yep, he's going to
Anyway.
be wild up for +2, but he is a... Wait. He just finished +2?
No, he just finished +1.
Oh, okay. Right, I was going to say, I didn't...
Yeah, no, I thought it was +2 as well. I was like, wait a second. When did you start that upgrade? We're only 11 minutes in.
Oh my goodness. He flew into the Muteless. Looks like the Scourge going to follow the dropship. He's going to drop some of the Marines. Going to try...
Oh, the micro! Wait a second.
Only one of the Scourge hits. No, only one of the Scourge hit there. He killed it with the Marine that dropped out, but
oh my
the dropship
God.
going to escape with its life. This Muteless, 2 of them, all 3 of them actually could have killed this dropship, but that's definitely a good movement for SPX.
Sleeping on the job there. What happened there? We're going to need to put some repair action stat. You know what stat stands for, Kix?
I don't actually know what it means or what it stands
You know,
for.
I'm going to need 300 cc's of Terran skill. Doesn't exist. So stat, if I'm not... Am I mistaken? Is that not what it is?
I just thought it was like immediately.
Yeah, but it means immediate, but it means... Oh, it's from the Latin word statum, meaning immediately.
Oh.
Nice. Nice. Good job, medical students out there. You take the word immediately and you're like, what if I just used the Latin word for immediately? And somebody's like, but why? It's like, well, because I'm $200,000 in debt.
Quicker to say, to be fair. Or when you need something immediately, you want to say it quickly, right?
Funny how, like, the entire rest of the world just does it, and medical students need their own words, but... I'm just jealous because they're smarter than I was. So, hey, remember that time you said that we could just cut the map in half and then have a 1,000,000-hour game on this?
Yeah, well, the tanks are going to stop that happening from his initial factory. He's been building up his tank count, which is good for him. Avi has been building a ton of Hydras, a ton of Lings, and they don't necessarily help too much against a mass tank, but Ultralisks are going to be on the way here. Hive is done. If we get Defiler Mound up here as well, this is going to get really hard for SPX to push.
Where are the lurkers? Do we have... there's this recipe, and I think we put salt in instead of sugar kicks. Where do we have lurky boys anyway or anywhere? No, I guess we skipped the gas to go fast to ultras.
Yeah.
So we're working on it. We just don't quite have them out. Actually, just now the first few ultras popping.
Yeah, it's definitely not looking great, but with the low upgrades of this Terran bio, it's going to make it very difficult to actually engage these ultras later on. So ironically, we've got SPX pushing through the middle, but I think he'd actually prefer not to be pushing through this right now. He's not scanned enough to see what's going on, but maybe he's actually... I don't know if he managed to scan the Ultra Den, but maybe he wants to get in before the Ultras can come out, but looks like we're going to have a drop coming out the top.
Yeah, if I were SPX, I would not be knocking down these temples, okay? Does he know? He doesn't know, chat. He doesn't know. Well, here go the temples. So with the temples down kicks, I mean, momentarily.
Yep.
I think it's time. Where my ultra boys at? Oh man, these are about to be 4-2 ultras. Speed's not done, but who cares?
I
Jeez
think
Louise.
SPX just saw the ultras as well on the corner of his scan. But maybe he didn't. It was very, very close, but the Ultra is going to come in from the side. The tank's going to do a ton of damage to them, but you can already see just how much of a struggle this is going to be for this bio. So many Hydras, so many Lings. The Ultra is getting on top of the tanks, and it looks like this could be it from Avi here. He's going to break through this. No problem. At least it looked like it, but D-Matrix, so strong.
Wait a second. Kicks. Hold up. This is a major hole-up moment. Wait a second.
That did not go well for Avi, but looks like SPX going to be heading into the top left. There was a dropship heading off to the bottom left, but I think it got sniped because it seems to have disappeared from the face of the earth. We're going to see creep colonies being added on up here. There's still a couple of tanks as well, which... Wait, no, I think it lost all the tanks in the end. But looks like some of the reinforcements getting caught off guard, so... Where's the Defiler Mound? If he had Dark Swarm in that engagement, that was game.
Okay, now I know you guys already used up all of your channel points to redeem to cheer for things, but can you not also use that to put a thinking emoji finger on an emote of your choice? If you guys still have some channel points, go ahead and drop the thinking emoji on a Kick's face or something. Or just drop my man the thinking emoji in chat, because what are we watching here? Okay, number one, Exhibit A in our case for disgusting Terran players out there. So Avi hit right before his next set of upgrades were done. They were seconds away. And then the Terran player runs in and loses everything.
Yeah.
And now the rubber band is on the other foot, as the saying goes. And Avi's crushing again. So what are we watching here,
Oh
Kicks?
my god, all the vessels going down to Scourge as well. There's 2 bunkers, but there's nothing repairing them. The Ultras with 4 armor against the 2 attack Marines now. It's not enough. You need +3 by now. And that's...
Jeez.
Yeah, GG. SPX loses. And Avi takes game number 3.
What is happening here? Holy moly.
Avi's keeping it alive. He's keeping Rev alive in the series.
Don't put the thinking emoji on the boom emote.
Thinking boom, I like it.
Yeah, the thinking Lottie emote is much better, of course. Wow, what an experience. I just had a roller coaster of emotions right there. I was about to get my Terran OP apologist flag and plant it in the ground, and then I ripped off my jersey and revealed that actually, never mind, Justice was served. Wow. Okay, so guys, our lesson that we learned here is that if you see a Terran army and there's a narrow choke point right in front of them, and you've got upgrades that are almost done but not quite done, maybe
Don't push.
pull up. Yeah,
Yeah.
just
Just wait. Like, there was no real problem with those tanks being there. They couldn't really do too much, and he fought into a choke. But either way, Abby still won that game. So when we get back after this short break, we'll be going into game number 4. It's going to be Medinho versus DeWalt. And if Medinho can be DeWalt, one of the best foreign Protoss players at the moment, we are going to go into an ace match. So let's see if that happens when we get back in a second.
And people like Kix, for example, who has an encyclopedic knowledge of every map that's ever been released on StarCraft. And
he's a map man! Skibby dee dee on did it did. Skibby on did it did. Skibby dee on did it did. He's a map man! Ba da ba da ba dee da ba ba da bo. Ba 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 da bo. Bee da ba ba da bo. Ba 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 da bo. Everybody plays one way or the other, so check out my message to you. As a matter of fact, I don't let nothing hold you back. If Kix can do it, so can you. Gooba dooba dooba dee da ba ba da bo. Ba 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 da bo.
Please don't listen to him for maps.
Yeah.
Welcome back.
Kix, we need an
Yep.
update. What's our Lottie update?
She's fine. I don't know where she is right now. I think she's on the bed, but she's been fine.
Does she perhaps have a thinking emoji on her face?
No. No, she
Can
doesn't.
you, for the next broadcast, cut out a thinking emoji and put it on her face? Can we do that?
I don't think she'd like that. I'm not going to do that.
Yeah, but Kix, we all have to make sacrifices, okay? Lottie's sacrifice is to have a thinking emoji taped to her face. It needs to happen, okay?
Oh my goodness.
Tell her to take one for the team.
I don't
Also,
think I could do
nobody
that.
call PETA. No PETA people watching at all. Although, maybe it's a great way to get people to watch, you know? As long as you're not throwing her over your shoulder, you're doing okay. Or forcing her to consume Brood War, which would definitely be a violation of animal rights somewhere.
Also, I still can't, like, every time, like, you tap your hand, it sounds like you're banging a gong. It's so good. I love it.
It's a wooden table, guys. I don't know where you're getting the gong from.
I don't know. I think it's just like the poor Discord sound quality, but it's really funny. But either way, let's introduce our players. We're going into game number 4. Of course, this is the quarterfinal. Whoever wins this match will be going into the semifinals to face off against Soul Gaming at the top of the bracket. And then next weekend, we're going to have White Clan versus Net Wars. So either way, DeWalt is going to be our first player here. He's racked up 40 wins so far. That's a crown, which is 30 wins, and 2 stars, which is another 10. He's won 40 games and lost 10. He's got an 80% win ratio and a 68% win ratio over Terran, which is ridiculous.
Yeah, who would win the entirety of like 40 humans or one little tovarish boy. Okay. Holy Kamolka.
And you know
What
the
a
best
god.
thing? It says the Walt's best map is Neo Outlier, and do you want to know why it says best map Rapid?
Why is it his best map?
He's won all 7 games he's played on it. Every single game he's won, or every game he's played on Neo Outlier he's won, which is just
Hey,
ridiculous.
Kix, what map is coming up next?
It's not Neo Outlier, which is
Damn.
a little bit unfortunate. It's going to be our other 3rd or 3-player map. So 3-player maps definitely looking good for him. Our second player going to be the Medinho, the Viking Terran himself. The reason why I call him the Viking Terran is he is incredibly good with his dropship longboats, which is kind of cool, raiding your base all the time. But either way, he has a 73% win rate himself, which is equally as amazing. His win rate against Protoss is 66%. Not as many games played as the Walt, of course, but still a very, very strong Terran player. Does seem to end his games, I would say, quickly, but I mean 20 minutes, I guess, an average game duration isn't actually that low. But either way, let's have a quick look at our map. Then we'll get into the game, but it's going to be Whiteout here. A lot of you may have seen Whiteout from one of the previous seasons of ASL, or in the previous season of Ladder, which I really didn't play enough, so I didn't get to play enough games on this map. But either way, really, really good map. Very, very even in the STPL PvT wise, and this should be such a stunning matchup. So let's get into it. Game number 4. It's DeWalt on match point against Medinho in a PvT.
So, before we introduce the players, my neighbors. So there's nobody above or below me in my apartment, but there's a guy across the street from me, and our windows are like we're homies. Okay, his alarm's going off to wake up right now, and it's been going off for like the last 5 minutes.
Oh
So
my goodness.
homie's not getting out of bed this morning. I don't know how my casting is not waking him up, but we're having a rough morning across the street, guys. F's in the chat for my neighbor. Anyway,
Okay.
we've got some players here, Kix.
Yep, starting us off down here in the bottom middle position, we do have the Silver Protoss player fighting from Russia for iRk. It's DeWalt.
I thought it was like a forklift. I'm like, who's driving a forklift at 6:41 a.m.? No, it's just homie had a rough night last night. Anyway, his opponent from Norge. It is Mad or Madino. I saw some totally unbiased cheers in the chat from the coincidentally also Norwegian Ariador. Sup, Ari? Yeah, what's up with that? Why is randomly Peru and Chile good at Brood War and randomly Norway? How you guys do it? They put something in the oil you guys drill out of the North Sea that makes Oslo the most expensive city in the world.
Not only that, Norway are all good at playing random as well. Like, pretty much all the good Norwegian players all play random, apart from Medina, who like plays random but still mains Terran. Yeah, it's kind of funny, but looks like we're going to have fairly standard openings from both players. No crazy proxies in the middle of the map, which is good. Hopefully we're going to get a good macro game out of these two players. Certainly two of the strongest players on their respective teams, and very, very fun to watch.
Yeah, absolutely. Super fun to watch these guys play. Don't like I don't know what to say. Don't count Matt out. Very cerebral. You can really tell by watching him play. Not only does he like, excuse me, whoa. We had a rough night last night too. Don't count him out just because DeWalt's like a big name and he's trained in Korea and he won BSL and like all these other things. Mad's like really creative, and especially when it gets to like these wacky situations nobody's really been in before. Very smart decision making. I wouldn't say this is like the weirdest map, but Whiteout, I always think it's a little bit rough for Terran, especially when it comes to moving through the deep dark wood in the middle. When I was growing up, Kix, we had one of these like kids nursery rhyme books with like the characters as animals, right?
Yeah.
So there's like these happy animals, right?
Oh,
like the
that
good ones. Whoa, is he gonna lose the probe? No, okay, never mind. All right, back to my nursery rhyme kids book. Okay, so you've got the nice animals, and they live in like the little the town, right?
Yeah.
But then right outside the town is the dark wood. Okay. You know what lives in the dark wood? Okay. It's the evil animals, weasels. Kicks. Did I know what a weasel was when I was 6 years old? No, but I knew they lived in the dark wood, and that's kind of what it's like to play Terran on Whiteout, because you don't go into the dark wood. Whether it's Zerg, Protoss, or weasels, they're out there, and it's a dark, scary world when you move through those trees on Whiteout.
Well, we definitely
Thank
need
you for
some,
attending my TED Talk.
we definitely need some neutral animals in the Whiteout Forest just to be those weasels. Someone get on that. Make it scant. Wait, you can't put scantids on this. I don't think you can do that on this tile set. But you just walk in the woods and there's just like scorpion things. That'd be terrifying.
Yeah. Also, I love how he like pokes in with the Dragoon, sees no command center, and backs on out. Like, nice Protoss thing to do. He's gonna go back in.
Yeah, he didn't see the command center technically. He did now, so he doesn't know. Well, he knows there's no command center, but this is Medinio. Medinio certainly known for his more creative plays. There's an SCV hiding over here on the right-hand side. Maybe you could go for a starport hidden over here if you wanted to. Now, going back to something you were mentioning before about how you definitely shouldn't count Medinio out despite the fact the world's so strong. I think part of that comes down to the fact it is a best of one. It's a team league. Medinio plays very, very well when he prepares for a specific matchup. And because he knows all the races and can play them all at a relatively high level, he is a really good fit to play on, play in a team league. It's why he's come out in STPL and always done so well, I think.
Yeah, no, I totally agree. I think Matt's always been one of those players that, like, I don't know, kind of a sleeper. But look, DeWalt did exactly what he needed to do. He scouted not once but twice for the CC, saw that it wasn't there, and he pulled back and pretty much kind of knew it's coming. Okay, and now not only does he not have a vulnerable fast expo to defend like he would if maybe he's just doing a normal build, he's got Reavers out. Well, I mean the first one's popping out by the time this push hits, and that should just totally stop it in its tracks, right?
Yeah, the Reaver is essentially the counter to this kind of push. It makes it very difficult for Medinio to really get in and do any damage. And the important thing is, as you mentioned, DeWalt hasn't expanded, so this push isn't going to be able to do anything. He's going to have to poke in, see that the Nexus has only just started, and go home. Like, he's not going to kill this Nexus. I mean, he can try. It looks like he wants to get up on the high ground. I mean, if he can keep the tanks alive, things aren't necessarily all that bad. But how is he going to ever kill... Well, saying that, it looks like he's going to kill the Nexus. But the Reaver's coming out, and that's when things get dicey.
He just forced the cancel there. He didn't actually kill off very many Marines, which is kind of a weird thing to, say is the big deal about this push. But the shuttle, if you pop the Marines at the front, the shuttle just like runs around and kills everything. He did get a cancel on the Nexus, which is really surprising. I thought, like you, that was not going to do anything, but I think that's pretty much mission accomplished. I mean, it's not like it's a devastating blow to the Protoss. No.
Nope.
We've still got a Reaver and a shuttle headed across the map, but it's not bad. I mean, Mad kind of did his job.
Yeah, the thing is, Medinio as well, he's trying to go into Engineering Bay from here to get turrets. But those turrets aren't going to be done in time. This Reaver is getting it into the main. He's going to possibly do some damage. You can see Medinio pulling a load of his SCVs already over to his expansion, which is going to help him a little bit. Thankfully, he's not going to have everything in one place. But the only anti-air he has is this bunker at the moment.
If this was DTs, like, the game is just, like, over. I mean, there's mines out, but, whatever.
Oh,
no! Oh my god,
it.
he killed the mine by lifting the
the
Reaver at the last second. What a god. What a literal homie. Oh, what a... Okay, so he saves the Reaver, gets out. It's on yellow health, so, not too crazy. Oh, another mine! No! Okay, he targets it the last second. Those Reavers, man, they're smart.
He must have shot that as the mine popped out the ground, because he had no way of seeing that. That was an incredibly risky play.
How do you do that?
Yeah, I think he just attack moved to go to the bunker, and he got lucky. Because there's no way you can do that manually.
Reaver, like, the Scarab has a startup time. And I thought that was... The mine popped up after that. That's really weird. Anyway. How does it work? Nobody knows.
TT1 saying you moved it up in hold position. Thank you, TT1.
Thank you. Okay. Right as the mine popped up. What a god. Okay. That Reaver, yeah, we gotta... enshrine that guy in the National Museum of Protoss history. We got a buddy for it though. The buddy system, 2 Reavers in a shuttle heading out.
Now, 2 Reavers in a shuttle, pretty good, but that also means there's 2 Reavers to lose at once if you're not lucky. So let's see if DeWalt can come in here. He wants to try and get in and do a ton of damage at the front here by pulling a lot of the tanks back and moving in with his Dragoons. He's going to try and Bulldog on top of the tanks with his Reavers, but that is not going to work. So he's going to be forced back a little bit. Going to drop down, at least try and take down this bunker. And that's going to be annoying. It's going to waste a load of time repairing. But one of the Reavers getting taken down. Nicely done.
Yeah. What are we doing there? He flew up, saw the tank positioning, and then just walked the Reavers into it. Yikes. Bunker holds. And, I mean, Mad's in a totally defensible spot. He bought plenty of time to get the turrets up that he needed. He's not going crazy on turrets. He's got one up top and then, one right there on top of his tanks. And that's about all he needs.
Yeah, I mean, honestly, he could maybe in a normal game be fine getting more, but the fact he's getting away with less is even better because it saves you minerals. It allows you to get your factories up a little bit quicker. We can see he's going up to his 4th factory now behind this, killing one of his mines to get his 5th factory as well. Now, one of the things a few of the top Terrans are doing recently, Ample especially, is going for like this weird 7-fact push onto base, which realistically, I mean, it was never a thing before, given 6-fact is kind of super all-in already, but going for a 2-base timing wouldn't be too bad here, but you can already see the back at home, DeWalt's going for 3-base Arbiter.
Yeah, this is really... I saw 3-base and I was like, oh yeah, by the way, he also has another base up, but the Arbiter tech is really interesting here because I usually don't see that as the transition after Reaver, and a lot of times, okay, well, oh no, that was an observer up top, but it's really interesting to me to see how DeWalt hasn't actually done anything. He's just playing this very, very patiently and cautiously, expanding behind it. Because I think Mad's probably okay with this, but definitely no super greedy 3rd base as a Terran like we saw in game 1.
Yeah, here comes another Reaver pushing forward, just continuing to get value out of this Reaver. Just being as annoying as possible, going to make it so difficult to expand there. But TT1 making a good call there in chat as always, saying that DeWalt isn't going for Arbiters. Looks like he is just going to mass gateway units. And against a timing attack, that's exactly what you want to do. Going for Arbs can be very risky, as you need to wait for the energy, you need to actually have units to recall and things like that. But great pylon wall is going to make it impossible for Badinho to get in and do any damage.
Yeah, snipes the shuttle. Reaver gonna get taken out. Nice scarab there at the end, but a little slow on moving that shuttle. And now not only are there no shuttles or Reavers.
Oh, the mine!
Oh my god. Okay. Whew.
That could have been worse, but moving through the forest here with the mines is very difficult. You can see that Badinho has actually hidden a couple behind the trees, which makes it even harder to target them down. But Badinho getting into a really good position here. This is going to cut the units off from his natural, but he's going to get stuck possibly between a rock and a hard place, trying to use the gas and the tree at the top as a kind of buffer. But Zealot's getting on top of everything.
I mean, the buffer zone is pretty good. The Zealots, though, are kind of running out. Okay, now they're literally running out of the base, and they will get on top. Oh, mine drag! Onto the tanks. Everything explodes, and DeWalt crushes Mad's army.
He does.
What was that?
DeWalt is in a very, very good position supply-wise. He's finally gone into his Templar Archives as well. No additional gateways have been added on since we last checked. But Badinho did trade pretty well there. He got a lot of Dragoons, which is kind of what he wants to do. He got all of the Zealots as well. Now, Badinho going into a starport, one thing to note as well is just how late the upgrades are for Badinho this game. Like, to get into a long game from here, he's going to have to take some risks. And unfortunately, his push to move forward to try and get a good position just didn't work.
Yeah, I just want to point out, this is one of the reasons this map is so rough for Terran. The Dark Wood. Okay, he laid some mines up there, but then once
Vulture's getting in the main.
Oh, wow, they do actually sneak by. I think they will all die before they kill a bunch of probes, but they might get in here. Yeah, they're just going to get a couple of probe kills, but yeah, a couple more shots.
He gets 3, which isn't too bad.
Yeah,
Or-
I mean it's not game-ending damage, but okay, yeah, wow, nice. Still doesn't really change anything at this point. Equal worker count, whatever. We're going up to 4 bases, Protoss. That fight happened because DeWalt swept all the mines out of the wooded tiles up on top.
Yep.
And so then when Mad moved forward, the units that were, sneakily hidden in the woods came down, got that 6 sandwich off, and then, Zealots just ran all over the tank. So, rough.
Now, the important thing that I'd like to point out here is where DeWalt didn't go for Arbiters super quickly. Yes, he got a good engagement in that fight, but now Medinio's got a good number of tanks back home. He's got a decent number of mines buffering as well. So DeWalt doesn't really have anything that can break through Medinio. So Medinio is going to be able to get this third base up. He's got a tank on the high ground as well to help this out as well. And it looks like we're going to have some Dragoons heading on in to try and do some damage, getting pushed away immediately by the tanks sieged up.
Yeah, but I mean, you're forcing a siege up there. And now all of a sudden you can either take 3 more bases or, do whatever on your side of the map, or try to run in and drop. There's only 1 turret defending the top of this Terran base. So that's, of course, super, super vulnerable. There's no tanks. So what I'm thinking is recall here, but DeWalt might have something else in mind.
Yeah, recall is a very good tool on this map given how wide open the main is. But where the base layout is for Medinio, his 4th base likely going to be up here. It's going to be quite difficult to get the recalls past. So a stasis definitely going to be a good, strong option early on. We could see a
storm.
No,
we got a storm drop. Yeah, storm drop coming in to the natural. I don't know where the shuttle's going.
This is going to
I
the
think
main.
he's going. Yeah, he's going to the main. There's not a whole lot to storm there, but
oh no, he's not going to drop on the. Oh, I thought he was going to drop on the mines. I was going to try and go for the 3rd base, but there's not actually that many. Yeah, there's. Okay, he's just not going to drop anything. Fair enough. I think he was hoping there'd be more SCVs there.
There's 8 SCVs. The Nat is the real gold mine, but the main and 3rd are pretty lightly saturated. So he's going to try to come out here into the top of the main, and there is a big hole in the missile turret ring, so he could definitely get that done. He's going to find that hole perfectly.
Oh, but
actually,
the shuttle 1 shot away from dying here only drops off a single zealot. He's going to go back in drop here, and there's a mine right there.
So, well, he tanks all the mines. That's the big thing. And now, after killing the missile turret, he's just going to drop right in here, storm the SCVs. Where are we going?
Oh, he's going for
Where
the
are we going?
He can't find anywhere to drop.
Okay, there we go. There we go. Drop, 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 drop. Gets them out.
Oh,
and
nice pull by Medinio. Nicely done.
Yeah.
Dodged a lot of the damage there. Still taking a ton of damage on the SCVs, though. The Arbiter, unfortunately, is not going to finish, so we're not going to see the number of kills, but really, really nicely done. Definitely not something Medinio can afford, but he's still building up his units. He's getting his upgrades up, finally. He didn't take any major damage, and he's still looking good. He's back on 2 bases. Yeah. He's mining pretty effectively. His gas still incredibly healthy, and DeWalt only just now taking a 5th base.
Well, I was thinking okay, well, DeWalt's putting a lot of effort, focus, micro into that 1 drop there. I mean, he's maxed out, so all of a sudden you just don't have to macro anymore. But it is about getting upgrades, building your infrastructure. He's building a bunch more gateways, and we should have some more gateways being built up towards the north just to get another gateway farm out there. But yep. I think we're getting ready for it. I think it's time.
If DeWalt pushes in here, though, that's actually going to be a big mistake. DeWalt doesn't have the money to rebuild his army. Medinio is incredibly well entrenched here, and he has to push through a small choke at the bottom, a small choke in the middle as well. He's not going to be able to get a favorable engagement here. This is going to be so difficult without recall to break.
Yeah. This is not the spot to attack into. Very similarly to our last game, just don't pick the wrong spot to attack into the Terran player. Moral of that story. So I think it's time to retreat back to the Dark Wood. Kicks.
Oh, storm drop coming in again.
Yeah, we're going back in. Dun dun. Dun, 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 dun. Drop. Okay, he gets 1 Storm off. It's not actually the best. Where's Storm number 2? He's
Oh,
coming
this
back
could be
down.
big.
Oh, yes it is. Yes it is. 7 kills.
Oh, and
on that
stasis
one.
on the top tanks. There's a lot of tanks in the dark wood up the top here. They are going to have vision, and it's going to be very difficult still to push in. DeWalt plummeting in supply. Mad stays strong. He's got so many tanks up here. 1-1 is done. And DeWalt
Oofs
made
in the chat.
a big error, but there's no scan. There's no way of seeing these Dragoons chasing him.
Yeah. Okay. So that started out incredibly well for Mad. Now he's a little out there. But DeWalt's army just took a huge hit. He lost 70 supply in that one fight.
It did. He's got a lot of gateways. They're all in one place though, and his two of his mining bases are up here in the top right. He's got nothing to defend them. How is he going to get back and defend?
Thankfully, he was able to run all the probes from one base to the northern base. So he's just going to lose one base here. He will eventually lose that northern base, but he's got some time to build up his next round or two of units. He does have to be a little careful here because he doesn't have too much time.
He can't kill this army over on his 3 o'clock base. Like, there's no way for Zealots to get round there, at least efficiently. We've only got a single Arbiter right now. There's not that many units underneath. He does have 2 attack, but there's no Zealots to cushion this. They're not going to be able to break through the mines.
Yeah, there's way too many mines out there. He's going to try pushing in here, but obviously we have siege tanks up and... okay, finally the mine's being cleared, and because of the line of sight blockers, these tanks don't really actually fire that much. He kills the one Nexus and is just about to kill this next Nexus, but he's getting bulldogged on. And so this is actually going to get cleaned up without terrible, terrible casualties. DeWalt now back up 20 supply, but did take a huge hit to his econ.
Yeah, and look at DeWalt's bank. He's got nothing. He's rebuilding his army, but he still doesn't have the kind of money you need to fight Terran. Luckily enough for him, it's only 2-1 upgrades. There's no, like, 3-2 or anything at this point in the game. But, the cannons at the top just did so much. A stasis as well, just being as annoying. But EMP going down on both of those Arbiters, so only a single stasis being used. The base survives. But the base down at the bottom is dying, and DeWalt's army completely out of position now. Is he going to go for a counter? Is he going to try and come back and respond to this? High Templar going down.
He's countering, but this is... You got to come back home, homie. He also didn't leave 2 Zealots to kill the 2 tanks up top, so...
Oh, the Arbiter's going to die to a turret as well. This is not a good look.
No, it certainly is not. He's still going to kill this base, but his natural is in a rough spot. Actually, his macro is good enough, and so he does make enough units to, with Storm's branch, or push that back. So, I mean, I can't tell. What do you think? Is this a good trade for DeWalt?
I would say so. He's still got his bases at the top, with the probes at the top being pulled to deal with the tanks. There's 14 kills in between them, which is crazy. Another base not mining for DeWalt. Looks like Medino trying to move back with his army. He still doesn't have a ton. It looks like the 3rd base is in contention now for Medino as DeWalt moves in with all of his Dragoons. And Medino, if he loses this base, is going to go down to essentially no mining. This command center is going to go down. All of the SCVs have gone down as well. And this is a do-or-die situation for Medino. He needs to kill the mining bases of DeWalt, or he has no hope.
Yeah, damn, dude. I didn't realize it. That was really the only base that Mad had left. He's in a great spot to do a ton of damage on the other side of the map, but, I mean, he's just not making any money. So this is kind of it.
Now, one interesting thing is Medino is going massively into Goliaths right now. He knows DeWalt is making a ton of Dragoons. He's not really got the minerals to flood Zealots at the moment, so... These Goliaths definitely going to serve him well, but looks like Medino's army is going to get sandwiched here from both sides. Let's see if DeWalt has enough to push through a lovely stasis, defense matrix. And he's even repairing that tank as well. Absolute value here coming. Oh my god, the mines as well. Doing so much. This is such a crazy game.
It sure is. I think Mad is still in a ton of trouble. Let's see how well he can fight here. He does have a few vultures, but they're not really guarding the tanks. D-Matrix on the 4th front.
EMP!
Oh, man, nice. EMP means the Arbiter's not going to work very well. Double D-Matrix on the tanks at the bottom, so those are actually going to tank quite a bit. The problem is, yeah, the Zealots just chase everything else away. I think DeWalt crushing through is going to take this game for iRk.
Well, it's still not over yet. Medino is still well, he's about to start mining again in the bottom left-hand corner. If he can somehow secure this base, DeWalt is slowly running out of money. His 4th base is almost gone. His 5th base is about halfway gone as well. So both players are effectively about to be on 1 base mining 23 minutes into the game. Now, obviously, the advantage does go to DeWalt, but DeWalt still doesn't have enough to actually break Medino, I don't think. At least if he can get all his units in one place.
I mean, yeah, but it's just like in TVT. It's not about like the fight you can fight. It's the fights you will be able to fight, and he won't be able to fight in the future. He's having to float down to the bottom base just to expand. I mean, he is going to start mining again off of 2 bases, but actually, DeWalt took a lot more damage than I expected, so he needs to get his infrastructure back up again, too. But he's also dropping Storm Drop down in the bottom left, so let's see what this can do.
Oh, luckily enough, all the SUVs ran away to put their minerals back, so not going to find anything here. They're going to sit on the high ground, going to be annoying as possible. Now, the units from the top right are going to go back home. They are going to be able to help defend against this, but doubling Medino's supply is DeWalt right now. Well, he was doubling it. Now he's not, but DeWalt's base drying up. Obviously, this middle, like the mini base in the middle, has been taken, but looks like the shuttle has been pushed away. Oh, here comes.
I mean, he is still there. So he's just going to put pressure on the command center. He can actually just pick up those Zealots instead of letting them die. But he's storming the Vultures. Insane. Beautiful play, but not going to work out. He's just going to come down here and... oh, he could snipe that command center.
He could, but the command center getting away immediately. Looks like Mad has retaken his 3rd base with his command center from the middle of the map, his main base even. He's got a command center at the top middle as well. It looks like he floated both, so this one must be from his natural. Medino still has a chance. If DeWalt loses a fight, which you can do in PvT horrifically, Medino is still in it. He's got 2 bases mining again. One is barely mining, of course, but I'm not counting Medino out just yet.
Yeah, he is making money. So at some point, he will be able to have 3/3 upgrades on these mech units. He hasn't started them yet. Needs to. Oops, nice observer snipe by that turret. And we got another speed shuttle coming in. High Templar in tow, flying over
but the
mines.
Goliaths.
Yeah.
He is
oh
ready
no
for
no
this.
no no! Whoa. Okay, never mind.
He's
Forget
getting ready for a
about it.
recall. Like that, those
Yeah.
Goliaths are there. Like, you are not recalling my base.
Yeah,
the
for
trouble
sure.
is, a lot of units going to be heading on over here, and this means DeWalt's army can come through the middle of the map. There's not actually that many tanks. There's a ton of mines, but not defending this location. And this could very well be it. Looks like DeWalt getting on top of absolutely everything. Stasis on that army. And the trouble is, there's no signs for vessels, so there's very little, well, there's barely any scans left either.
Yeah.
He's
And look
got
at how
good
deep he
detection.
bulldogged there. He got all the way on a very deep tank line, and took out everything. So yeah, that's gonna do it. 100 supply up now. DeWalt just bulldozing his way to victory.
Yeah, and as Ruskig points out, 200 with 44 probes. That is 160 supply worth of units, which is a ton of units. Now, we did get an EMP going down on an Arbiter, but somehow he's pushing back the units in the middle, going to save his science vessel at the very least, but it's the units getting into his main that are the problem. Medino trying to valiantly hold on, getting tanks, running back from vultures, running... Oh my god, the mines.
Oh my god. Well, I mean, the mines are good, but not good enough. Beautiful storms in the back on these last 2 tanks remaining. Oh, nice, dude. Nice D-Matrix. You really, you saved it. No, but you got to do the utmost, right? And Matt is really putting up a fight. He has 8 SCVs and a dream, but not much else.
Yeah.
That's it. GG. Matt taps out. DeWalt wins that game for iRk.
Not only does he win the game, he wins the series for them 3-1, which is certainly nothing to be scoffed at. ReV did incredibly well in the STPL Season 2, but unfortunately their journey ends here. I know there's a lot of ReV people in chat that are going to be disappointed by that, but at the end of the day, your team did incredibly well. They defied all odds to make it to the quarterfinals, really, but here they are. iRk moving on. They're going to be facing off against Seoul Gaming in the top half of the semi-final bracket, and then we're going to be waiting until next weekend when Net Wars are going to play against White Clan to find out who is going to be the bottom half of the bracket.
Well, congratulations to Interriktikloka, I think is how you say it. But those guys, iRk, crushing 3-1 victory. They move on. And of course, ReV, I mean, look, Avi did what Avi does. I was really surprised. Mad put up a super good fight.
Yep.
That CRVT Marwin series was a lot of fun.
Yeah, and the Oya indie game could have gone either way. That was really, really close for a PvP. So we could have been going into an ace match if one of those other games went differently. But unfortunately, Medino not enough to bring them up to the ace match. But either way, iRk, a very well-deserving team. They've done very well in not only Season 1, they came 4th there in Season 1, but also Season 2, they're doing incredibly well. They're going to be up against the strongest team from the group stage in the next team, which is going to be tough. But it is 5 best of ones yet again, so anything can happen. Once again, thank you for casting with me, Rapid. Hopefully you've had fun.
You're so kind. Thank you very much. It's light outside, so I can wake up and have a great day. Or go to bed. So yeah, games were good. Thanks to everybody for watching. Follow us on Twitter. Peace out.
Yeah, see you guys next time. Have a very good morning, afternoon, evening, wherever you are. And I'll see you next Sunday for some more STPL.